$50,000 first prize and an Audi A3 to go with it. So the crowd have... And it's Eberharter who's going to go first. 22-year-old from Meierhofen, man who's, as I said earlier, just finished his national service, so his training's been a little bit restricted over the last 18 months or so. But he's regarded himself as a pro for 3 years, spends much of his summer months on the skateboard. Let's see what he can do. Is the pressure going to get to Eberharter, or will we see something special? Well, just the 720 frontside grab to start with. Neat, as you're going to see tonight. So that's a great starter for Eberharter. And he knows he's got one in the bag. He can afford to really go big air time on his final jump. So Eberharter's down safely. Minimum contact with the snow on the landing. Gets the reverse front grab. And very smooth landing as well. He's renowned for his aggression, and normally aggression comes well, it doesn't usually come hand in hand with smoothness like Eberharter showed us there. So he's certainly on a high at the moment. Second of the finalists waiting in the starting block, just giving the announcer time to say his piece. He doesn't even have to admit if he didn't do what he intended. No, real. And Bachmann likes to disappear over the edge before he starts his run. Don't want to spend too long there. Don't want the nerves to develop. So Bachmann's on his way. Big air time coming up. Oh, massively smooth. Made it look so easy. See how he initiated the rotation off the ramp. And was almost halfway around the first turn before he took off. So there's the 360, and he just lands a 540. Simple, but effective. Well, Bachmann, in my book, will go into second place with that. Eberharter, certainly with the more technically demanding jump on his first jump. A 720 inverted front grab. Whereas Ingmar Bachmann just going for a simple 540. And one more finalist yet to come. In my on a run after his win in Japan last year. What's he going to do? Oh, no messing at all. Mickey Albin goes for the most complicated of the jumps we've seen so far. And in the slow-mo, we'll be able to break it down. Looked like an inverted 720 with a front side, but we'll just get a closer look. There's the 360, there's the 720, that's exactly what it was, but slightly over-rotated, so he doesn't get the landing that Eberharter and Bachmann achieve. But he goes for the hardest of the jumps, and it's going to be a very tight thing between Eberharter and Albin. Bachmann, on my money, certainly sitting in third place at the moment, and he's got it all to do in the final round. So just 3 jumps to go here in Innsbruck. Join us after the breaks. See who takes it. A big jump needed. He's not leading at the moment, so Albin, who've won the qualifying rounds, the 2 best out of 4, and he needs something huge here if he's going to take the prize away with him. He'd dearly love to head back to Pontresina in an Audi Quattro. So here we go. Well, it's good. Looks very neat indeed. Inverted 360. But didn't get the height we saw off him in the qualifying rounds, and I just wonder whether that's going to count against him. Not a bad gymnast by all accounts. So here we go, there's the first 360 inverted, the second 3 is regular. And the landing is pretty sound. So Albin's work is done. He just has to wait and see what the judges have to say about that. Successfully. One more to go. And as ever, just playing up the crowd. He loves it. So his mind's made up. Thomas Eberharder then, his final jump of the night. And looks to me as though he was going for the 900, but only achieved the 720. Let's have a closer look in the slow-mo, but the landing wasn't as good as his first round, so Eberharder may well have blown it there. There goes the first 360 and the second 360. Just missing out on the 900. 720 for Eberharder, same as the first jump. And it's done him well tonight. Well, I do apologise. In the slow-mo, looks as though he actually got the 900 in. So he did go for the big twister. The spin doctor has done it again. Now, plenty of sports where the nerves get to you when you reach the very final stage and victory is within your grasp. But this is where Ingmar Bachmann has got to rule that out. $30,000 at stake if he can pull off a big one. Here we go then. Oh, massive rotation. He goes for the 900 as well and doesn't quite complete it, but stays fairly steady on the landing. Touchdown with both hands, but it may well be good enough to give him the title, but it's very close indeed. Eberharder a clean first jump. Bachmann went for the simple one, but it worked. Look at the slow-mo, 360, 720, 9, well, let's give him 870, not quite the 900. So now they must sit and wait just a few moments before the judges decide, and you can't help feeling that the qualifying rounds will have some sort of impact on the judges, unless they brought in a fresh crew to mark the super final. But not as far as we've been informed. So the crowd now waiting to see who takes the big prize away. Quarter pipe competition also taking place here tonight. Men and women competing in that, but that's going to be later on. So this is Mickey Albin getting interviewed, and I just wonder whether Albin is the man who's...
Loppumassa ja siellä Daniel Frank